Thank you, Councilor Worrell, and all of the other councilors that gave us your time this evening. And for everyone that testified, either in person or virtually, I appreciate the community for showing up. My name is Jacqueline Fonseca. I represent District 4. I'm a long-term Boston resident. I was born in Dorchester, raised in Dorchester. I've graduated in BPS schools all my life. I am a success story, but all the odds were against me. I'm here today to advocate for housing vouchers for Boston residents, especially those that have been long-term residents, and even more specifically, the youth. I appreciate the youth coming and representing themselves, but they are severely underrepresented in these spaces and overrepresented in carceral settings. So not only am I a mother, I'm a social justice advocate. I deal with a lot of wrongful conviction in the community. I'm a passionate realtor that came from housing advocacy. I've advocated many, many years for our disabled community, our elderly community, and helping them get housing. And I've seen an extraordinary amount of discrimination. Real estate is very unregulated, and as a realtor, I would know that. And I see people getting denied because of their age, whether they're too young or too old, whether they have children, whether they're on a fixed income with Social Security, if they're returning citizens. And voucher holders are also getting discriminated against, and I do applaud those that are trying to crack down on that. But there aren't enough vouchers, and I believe that the youth should have an opportunity, Boston youth should have an opportunity at the vouchers first, especially those that are graduating from BPS schools, that have jobs. Those two criteria should automatically put them on some type of priority list to get housing once they turn 18. There's a lot of youth that are stuck in domestic situations because they can't afford to move. There are a lot of youth that are coming out of foster care that are automatically going to be on the streets at 18. There are a lot of youth that maybe feel pressure to have a child so that they can be offered emergency shelters. And I would know because I fall between all of those categories. I had to learn housing because I had no one to advocate for me, so I had to advocate for myself. And really navigating the system, even as an emergency priority, it took me 8 years to get subsidized housing in Dorchester. And that's as an emergency priority. So what did I do within those 8 years? I hopped around from house to house. I was grateful to have family members that did rent rooms to me. But it wasn't easy. It still isn't. But I am grateful for subsidized housing. Sometimes affordable housing isn't just vouchers, it's subsidized housing, which goes off of your income. It's also reparations in the form of giving property back that has been wrongfully taken from families by eminent domain. A lot of Bostonians are suffering with housing insecurities when the generation before them owned property that has now been taken from them. So we can prioritize giving them property back, giving them vouchers, and also incentivizing them to create more affordable housing. The average one bedroom in Boston, if you're lucky, is $2,000, and that's without utilities, without laundry, without groceries. $2,000 if you're lucky. Now, as a realtor, I'm supposed to ask for 3 times the rent in order for you to qualify for that apartment. So that means you would have to make $6,000 a month, $72,000 a year. I don't know any 18-year-old that's making that much. So we ask that you invest more in affordable housing, and also there's a lack of multi-unit or multi-bedroom units being developed. There's a lot of one-bedrooms and studios being developed. So it might be easy to tell a youth to get roommates, but we can't even find 3, 4, 5 bedrooms for them to house in. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.